My name is Kalinmonet Brown. I also go by Kalinmonet, and welcome to Exploring the Arts. If you're here, then you must have seen my last video where I talked about different things that I will be discussing on this channel to better help you as an emerging artist or someone who is in the art scene and just wants a little bit more information. So the previous video that I talked about, I discussed things that you might want to consider if you're thinking about pursuing the arts as a career, or whether or not it's just something you want to do as a hobby, you know, just to give you an insight of some of the ups and downs of it. So today I'm going to talk about finding essentially your thing in the art scene, your niche, what you're known for, and like just what your artwork speaks to people. So that, I honestly say, I have to say, it is something that takes a long time to figure out, but that's why I'm here, so that I can help you guys move a little quicker through it. So the first thing I think that you should really do when you're trying to figure out what your thing is in the arts is to do some research. Go online, look up some different artists, current artists, classic art, all of it, and see what really speaks to you. So if you're like impressionist art, if you like conceptual art, if you like abstract art, you know, so the list goes on and on and on, of course, as I keep repeating about the art world, but give it a try, check it out, look to see what you're gonna find, look to see what speaks to you. And then once you find something that kind of speaks to you, I recommend going ahead and trying out different mediums. So give color pencil a try, give just regular pencil drawing a try, give acrylic paint, oil paint, even doing computer drawing. I'm more of a fine art, so. But I definitely recommend giving a try to different mediums to see what works best for you. And a tip to that is don't get discouraged. You know, if you pick a medium and you start working at it and things don't look right, do not get discouraged, because I have something to tell you. Every painting, drawing, anything has an ugly face. So you need to work through it. You need to work through that phase where everything looks jumbled and confusing and like nothing looks right. And that's when you will end up with a masterpiece at the end of it all. So like I said, don't get discouraged. Just try out different types of mediums and see which one speaks to you the best, what you like to work in. So for example, I love acrylic paint. So I work with a variety of mediums. I've worked with color pencil, I've worked with pencil, I've worked with oil pastels, dry pastels, resin. I actually did do a little bit of 2D art on the computer for animation when I was back in like high school. But I tried quite a lot, but acrylic paint is what really speaks to me the best and what I love working with, because acrylic paint I find to be a very forgiving medium. Like, you make a mistake and you can kind of cover it up. Or either that with acrylic paint that I comprehend how it's supposed to be laid out onto the page or canvas. So for example, with acrylic paint, you could put your dark colors down and then layer your light colors over top. With watercolor, it's the reverse. You would lay your light colors down and then build your shadows and shading with darker shades as you work through it. Which, for some reason, I'm just like, Duh. But I mean, I worked in it before too, but it just takes me a little bit longer to work through watercolor than it would with acrylic paint, and you're speaking to the most impatient person in the world right now, so acrylic paint is definitely my go-to. Oil paint is something that's very similar to acrylic, but oil paint takes a long time to dry, and again, I don't have patience. But I try to. And who knows, maybe I will give oil paint another chance. I mean, lately I've been working on stuff, stopping, and then coming back to it. So I've been giving myself a breather in between my artworks, which I think is also pretty good too. Again, like I said, artwork does have an ugly face to it, so that is a great way to kind of like step back and then just come back to the artwork and see what went wrong, or maybe to just go back and touch it up, or to just go do your research real quick and figure out, you know, what it is that you need to do in order to take your piece into the next step. So definitely recommend that. And also to the subject of your artwork. So some people pick a specific subject to create. Sometimes it's caricatures. Sometimes it's something along the lines of abstract, and it's fluid abstract, or it could be something along the lines of illustration, or it could be floral paintings or floral drawings, or even portraits. So I recommend that you give a variety of topics a chance as well. So for myself, example, I love astrology and astronomy. You will see that in just about every single one of my paintings, and I use a variety of mediums with it, mostly acrylic paint, but I use a variety of mediums with it, and it's something that really speaks to me. And the reason why is because I have like this very strong like connection with the moon, you know? So all connects and brings back to you what you feel, what types of mediums bring you emotions, what types of subjects bring you emotions, and just lay it all out onto the canvas or lay it all out onto a piece of paper. So those are my tips to figuring out where your niche is. So definitely do your research, test it out, see what you like, and see what connects with you. And then the reason why I say to see what connects with you is because you want something that is going to travel through with you throughout your whole entire career. And I'm not saying that this subject or whatever it has to be, you have to stick with it. Like once you pick it, that's it. It's just that it's easier to find something that you love, you like, and that you want to do, you know? And then if later on down the line you decide, hey, I want to switch it up, you can always just gradually switch it up. And that's honestly what a lot of artists do. They'll start out with one kind of hub or niche or subject, and then eventually they're kind of like gradually transition into something else that they have an interest in. But again, that takes time, you know? So you might start out with one thing, you might end years on down the line with another thing, or maybe even months down the line with another thing. But you need to have somewhere to begin and find something that you love, you like, and that'll make you happy. Because as I say, the worst thing you could do is just do something just to do it, because then you don't want to do it after a while. And especially if you're the one that's making yourself do it, like you need to find something that you're gonna love. So yeah, definitely give things a try and leave a comment below. Let me know what you tested and if it worked out for you. And also too, I'd be so happy to give you tips. So if you want to send me your paintings and drawings and stuff, you can reach me out at my email, which I will leave below, and I'll be sure to let you know. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.